All right, guys, welcome back into Above Ground World News. What they're hitting us with the ad before it even starts. YouTube is getting worse by the minute. Normally, I have to manually uh, do they always flag every video. I don't know if it's my titles or my thumbnails, but tonight, for some reason, they want to stab in a commercial. That's why I want to promote this DLIVE. Uh, we streamed last night right after the show, not one bit of buffering, perfect visuals, way clearer than the YouTube. You know, this is all new. This DLive TV is all new, so they're still working out stuff on it. But now's the time to get this. That way, if YouTube takes us down, we got this. So it seems to work way better than YouTube. I put a referral link in the description where you can click that. If you want to sign up, you can. You can actually make money watching videos, or you can donate money to your favorite creators. But it's actually a pretty good little app so far. I don't know a whole lot about it, but yeah, man, they don't take like 40% or 30% like YouTube did to me. When we raised that money for Tony. So, I got hammered for a bunch of money on that I didn't know about. So, anyway, guys, just trying to promote that a little bit. Let's jump into the show because we got tons of stuff to get into. All right, so back on April 24th, NASA, FEMA international partners plan an asteroid impact exercise. Now, when you start connecting all these dots, like the blacked out cover of The Economist magazine. How about the Super Bowl? You know, all the Super Bowl stuff where it was showing the power going out. They would never tell us if an asteroid was going to hit us. But just for this news coming out raises the eyebrows. So there's several articles here. Emergency management officials holding asteroid impact management simulation this week. This came out 6 hours ago. So the FEMA and NASA and all of them across the United States are taking part in a hypothetical disaster scenario involving the potential for a devastating asteroid impact this week. You know, it makes you wonder, I mean, if we get hit by a giant asteroid, it's all over. There's nowhere to hide. You're not going to hide in a cave. That's where your final burial grounds will be. The annual Planetary Defense Conference on the campus of University of Maryland will involve hundreds of personnel, including those from NASA and FEMA. The hypothetical circumstances involves large asteroid up to 984 feet across, traveling at 31,000 miles an hour, which is discovered 8 years in advance of the potentially striking the Earth. Isn't this like that movie they come out with, where the guys had to try to fly up there and get on the asteroid? Anyway, I'm not going to waste a lot of time on this, because if we got hit by something like that, it'd be all over. They wouldn't tell us. You know, we'd see it. You know, by the time they told us, it wouldn't matter. Just get right spiritually, and we'll be fine. All right, another crazy thing. See, we're already buffering. You know, this is the kind of stuff that really hacks me off. We get to going, and they just start buffering us right off the bat. So, anyway, there was a 4.2 earthquake southeast of volcano, the Hawaii's adjusting south flank. Now, this came out a couple days ago, but this is right where the Helena slip is, where the 20-mile crack from last year happened. So I want to thank Bob for sending this to me, because I didn't even know about this. This earthquake was located 20 kilometers southeast of the volcano on island of Hawaii at a depth of 6 kilometers, continuing adjustments beneath the south flank of Kilauea following the 6.9 magnitude that occurred May 4th. So, you know, they say it's all good out here, and You know, everybody can travel out there now. It's, you know, the volcano's over. It's never over. Don't believe these people. Anyway, just keep our eyes on that. All right, so we had we got a cyclone going on. Second powerful cyclone headed for Africa in 2019. I brought this article out. I think I covered this a couple days ago. But what they're saying, the United Nations officials said they feared the cyclone could cause a humanitarian catastrophe. The region of Kenneth's target zone has never been hit by a tropical cyclone since the start of the satellite era, according to the BBC Weather and the World Meteorological Organization. Well, that's because they weren't steering the damn things. They've been hit twice. They've been hit on purpose. And since they've already been hit, they've lost everything. So, Zimbabwe, I don't know how to pronounce that, but floodwaters triggered by Cyclone Kenneth's heavy rains and parts causing homes to collapse, man. I mean, it's bad out here. More than 160,000 people have been affected, and this is rural region, and many of them are exposed and hungry. So the poor people here have been hit by weather warfare. Tons of articles on this. Dozens killed after the cyclone batters the northern Mozambique. I don't know how to pronounce it. I should have looked it up. So the death toll as of now is up to 38. But, man, these people already don't have nothing. So now it's just way worse. Pray for these people out here. They don't deserve this kind of stuff. Nobody does. And we'll get into this stuff in a minute. Check this out. Nigeria paying for a forest superhighway for the next 180 years. Hold on, I got to sneeze here. All right, got it muted in time. And this is the way it goes, man. They want to, they put these superhighways in, so they got to clear the path for the highways. So they're going to be paying $740,000. I guess that's euro. I don't know what that kind of money symbol stands for the next 180 years. The governor of Nigeria's Cross River State has in mind for the construction company slated to build his pet project, a superhighway to nowhere. If that doesn't smell fishy, nothing does. So all these links are in the description. But just more, more things of the New World Order. That's what this stuff is. Hard-coded passwords in mobile application expose connected cars to remote attacks. Thousands of cars are left vulnerable to threat actors looking to mess with their smart settings due to a telemetrics mobile application operating with hard-coded admin credentials. We got it. Everybody needs to stay away from this technology. This technology will be the fall of humanity. All right, so we got this next cyclone Fanny that's going to be hitting India. We'll take a look here. Yeah, it's just blood money. All that stuff is just blood money. So here we are. It looks like it's going to hit the north part of India at a Cat 1, but I mean, it's going to be battering the coast at a Cat 3 right on the outer bands. Hey, thanks out there, Christy. Much love out there. So let's go ahead and check the visible on this thing. We'll be watching this on the Mimic just to see, any kind of manipulation. You can actually put the ships out here and see where the weather modification ships are all parked. And you'll see them a lot of times right in the path of this thing. You could also put the data buoys on. So we'll be able to check this buoy, later tomorrow or tomorrow night and see what kind of waves and stuff are coming off this thing. So just one to watch for. So heads up out here in India. Go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah, they'll be cracking down on videos. That's why I'm trying. That's why I got alternatives. I got Twitch. I've got this new DLIVE thing. I like the DLIVE because they don't take nobody's money. You actually can make money watching videos if you don't want to donate it to somebody. You know, the Twitch, I think they take like 50%. I mean, like this is an expensive operation, you know, putting these videos out when you're paying by the gigabyte. So, yeah, it's just, that's the way they're going to keep on hitting us on this thing. And what I do is I go live right after this. I replay it over on DLive, and it's perfectly clear. It's not fuzzy like these live streams, and it doesn't buffer whatsoever. So check it out. The ship tracks are still out here in the Aleutian Island chains. Let me put on the ship track layer. Forgot to do that. And we'll check the weather maps and all that stuff too here in a minute. Yeah, let's see if this will load. Well, now we're finally back in the green, but that'll mean that the video probably won't line up with the audio. That's why you got to check out John Hart out there. One of these days I'm going to get his link in the description, his channel link. Well, every stream I've ran on there has been perfectly good. And I ran for 6 hours straight. 2 nights ago, I replayed like a playlist of some of my best videos on the Paradise Fires and stuff like that. And it ran all night and never dropped one single frame. And the other thing that kind of freaks you out, if you go here, you'll notice it's just black screen, unless if you're on a computer, it looks different on a phone, but it's just black until I go live, and then it goes live. So, and let's go ahead and see if that's going to load. Yeah, I know they take away likes. They won't let it get above 1,000 likes, because then the video gets, you know, it starts doing too good, and then they gotta hide it, or they flag it, or it's just ridiculous what I deal with. Like, I swear almost every video I have to do a manual review because they say something in it is not appropriate. Well, how about exposing the truth? So yeah, the ship tracks are not spreading the super thick aerosols, but they're still out here. They're all over out here. The only place that they're laying the bunker fuel. Let's go ahead and get that layer off. We got spraying operations out here off the British Columbia, off the Washington coast. Remember where all the aerosols were yesterday? Look, this is where all the rain, this is where they pulled the atmospheric river up. The atmospheric river should be going right up there in the Aleutian Island chains, but it's like split off and being sucked right back down. And right where they're pulling it up from the down here around the equator, we'll let this load, man. A huge spraying operation right here. Try to take that layer off just to see if we can get this to load. I didn't get a lot of time to get this map loaded, so it may take this one a little while. So this is how they're pulling it up. They're cloud seeding the atmospheric rivers, and they're using the ground-based radars to guide the moisture in. In fact, let's go ahead and load the Mimic map up. I want to take a look at that anyway. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly there. All right, so yeah, check this out. Super spraying here off of Veracruz all the way out in the Gulf of Mexico. So they're all these storms that we're getting now, and then you got the mega spraying operation still going on down here in the Bajas. I mean, look at these thick liners here, man. These are super thick. Mark of the beast looking chemtrails right here. Going all the way up through Mexico, all the way up into New Mexico. Got aerosols over here in California, parts of Nevada. Severe weather going on with all this stuff. Utah, Kansas. Up in, look up here. Mega spraying up here. What is that thing? So yeah, you got a mega spraying operation up here in Canada, big time. So they're pulling all this stuff straight up. So, I mean, this is a lot of ground to be spraying. You know, and these things are laying X's and grid patterns. These are not like commercial airliner. I mean, some of them are, but they're not. These are for a purpose. These are to steer the storms. Documented daily. New Jersey's getting smacked down right now. Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Kentucky. Got a like chem fog all over Georgia, parts of Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky. And this thing is really running laggy here. This map is. So you got another one down here. You know, they've been flooding Argentina and Chile out. Spraying operation right there. And let's go ahead and go see what's going on over here. If I can get it to load, man. Nice little demon face in the clouds there. Yeah, I got part of my garden started. Thanks, Radical Ralph out there sent me a bunch of stuff that I got planted, and it's all growing pretty good. Got some watermelons, melons, even got some tobacco growing, so it's going to be pretty cool to see how it does. Man, I don't know if this thing's going to load. Look, they're still spraying Iceland, still pulling cold moisture down from the Arctic. Ireland's getting waxed. France getting hit. The UK actually looks pretty clear today. And I bet I know who's perfectly. Remember all the trails from yesterday that was up here off the coast? Look, it's all the way out there in like Saudi Arabia or whatever is over there. Man, I don't know if this thing's going to load for us, guys. This thing is really dogging out. All right, let's check the mimic. Maybe that's slowing us down a little bit. Hold on, I got to sneeze again. Has anybody been like this last few storms? Hey, thanks there, Andrew. Oh, you're fine, brother. I didn't get it muted in time. Yeah, this last chem spray that they did, man, I've been dizzy for like 3-4 days. My wife and I's lungs are still all caked up with crap, man. It was a toxic mix. So, yeah, look where the ship tracks are. Look, they're pulling this atmospheric river is going the wrong way. It's starting to wrap around the wrong way. It's going to merge with this one. And then you got where all the chemtrails are pulling all these two moisture bands up from the Gulf of Mexico and from the equator. So totally engineered. And then we're going to be watching this thing here to see if we get any kind of flashes or if it takes some weird direction. Got something weird going on right down there. And then we always have to watch for David Miles down here doing stuff down there in the outback. You know, he made it snow in the Horn of Africa with the ground-based radars. All right, so I got that documented pretty good. I mean, that's tons of moisture going over the United States, like just big time. And let's just, let's go ahead and check while we're right here. Let's go ahead and fast forward this up. This is the Cyclone Franny. See where it heads. This one's taking it pretty far south. You know, this thing's been, yeah, then it takes a sharp right turn. So this is going to hit pretty far up into the North India. Yeah, it's going to ride right up the coastline. And that's as far as we can get today. And we have a rapid heating event going on. Just right over there. Is that right? Look, that's right above, you know, pretty close to India. Look, that could be helping pull that hurricane or that cyclone up. Who knows? Little heating event right here. I know it's pretty light to see, but there's definitely right out here with all the weather manipulations going on, there's a heating event. Thanks there, Bamboo. Much love out there. And what? Oh, I got it on there. So I want to check out the jet stream. Jet stream doesn't look right to me. Hey, thanks there, Rhonda. It's like the weirdest trough right there that I've ever seen. What is going on with this? So right now the ship tracks are right there, right below the Aleutian Islands, right here where this man-made trough. That's what this is. This is a man-made trough. We've got a ridge going up. So they're using the jet stream to steer this moisture up. So just more technology. Let's go ahead and check the wave heights. Make sure I'm on now. See what kind of waves we got going on with this thing. 34 foot. Was fast forward it to where it gets close to the coast. And right there we're looking at 47.9 foot waves. See if we got another day on this. Oh wow. 43 foot waves. 47 foot waves are going to be battering India's coast. That's going to be bad. So, yeah, right here on the 5th. Or on the, let's see, how's that? 5-2. Yeah, that's on the 2nd. So heads up if you're out there in India. If you watch the show or if you got relatives out there, let them know. That's a 40 footers way down there, but nothing for us here in the United States. Might as well go ahead and just check this while we're here. So the whole map is full of carbon monoxide. This is all at the surface. Just nasty air everywhere, except for maybe up in the mountains here. You got a few clear areas. We'll see. Look at we'll see that probably help that cyclone will help that part a little bit. Let's check the carbon dioxide. Wow, it finally is down. The first time I've seen it not in the blue on the East Coast. So that's a good sign. The color's a bad sign, but that's a good sign. Let's go ahead and check our particulates, the 2.5s. Looking better here too. Must be a fire or something going on, fracking maybe. A lot of this is just fracking, volcanic stuff. You know, I don't know if there's a fire going on there. Let me take a quick look here and just see if we spot anything over here. It looks like the PM 2.5s is from the aerosols. We'll try to get that to load. Yeah, I'm not seeing no fires right here. I see aerosols being deployed. So the aerosols are creating the carcinogens of the sky. There is a fire right there down here in Panama City. So all all this stuff right here is from this thick aerosol deployment. These are coming out of the plains. This isn't coming from a fire or volcanic activity. This is coming from man-made cloud seeding operations. So now we know where a lot of this PM 2.5 comes from. It's just coming from the aerosols. All right, let's see if that loaded yet. Trying to load. Let me go ahead and bring up the forecast models while we're waiting. Hey, thanks there, Susan. Much love out there. Thanks there, 95%. Much love. Yeah, my lungs are just congested like crazy. And if I missed you out there in the super chat, sorry. Much love out there. All right, so here we are. Let's go ahead and check the forecast models. Let's go up another 6 hours. Look at the blizzard type conditions there for Colorado. Severe storms tomorrow all over Kansas, Oklahoma. I know that's going to go into my area, Missouri, Kansas City. You're under the gun. And then southern Missouri. I'm probably right on the edge. You know, where I live, it kind of goes around us a lot of times. The first year we lived out here in Denton, we got hit with baseball size hell. Wow, look at that pressure, 998. So severe storms for Wednesday, southern Missouri. Wow, then we're going to be bad ones right there. Flooding rains. I mean, we've had flooding rains right now, like in Arizona. They were getting like 2 inches an hour down in the Las Vegas area. So they got major flooding going on right now. So yeah, we got some wicked stuff coming. Same pass every time. They have it steered to perfection. They're hitting the targets they want to hit. Man, that's going to be a wicked little storm right there. Just a little bitty sucker there on the next Sunday, May 5th. That's probably going to be some kind of tornadic stuff there. All right, we'll get into that when it gets a little bit closer. So look, they're still dropping the aerosols out here in the Mediterranean Sea, but they keep going right up and over this spot. So this whole year, we're 4/29/2019. They've only been hit one time this year, and it was right over the north part. They have the clearest skies on the planet as far as the aerosols being deployed. And they also don't have the 5G. That should tell you something. So, yeah, that's not going to load too good. I wanted to kind of check over here. Let's see if we can get that to load. See, we're done with that. Oh, I forgot to look at the aurora, see if we got any of that. That might be why I'm dizzy right there. We may have to check the space weather. This, you know, high auroras that'll help you, not help you, but that can make you feel dizzy. That can make your bones hurt. You know, on top of the aerosols being deployed, that's just like a 2-part mix. Let me go ahead and check space weather real quick. There's another one I use, but we check that one. Yeah, we used to have seasons, but not really anymore, man. It just jumps from summer to winter, winter to summer, summer to winter. So, yeah, geomagnetic unrest. A large hole in the sun atmosphere is facing Earth, spewing a stream of solar wind in our direction. Estimated time of arrival, May 2nd. So that's the upcoming one. Look for lightning in the stratosphere. Yesterday, April 28th, the students of Earth to Sky Calculus launched a VLF lightning sensor to the edge of space. The device is designed and built by a team. So, wow. The payload is an ultra-compact VLF antenna sensitive to radio burst from lightning in the frequency range 15 kilohertz to 55 kilohertz. Hey, Radical Ralph, you need to look into that. You got a ham radio. And what's this? Listen to the Martian earthquake. All right, yeah, we'll check that out later. Let's check out the NEO since they're talking about that, since they're having a plan for it. So the only one, we don't really have anything coming too close right now. They've already passed the 29th. So I actually had one today, but it was like 6.4 lunar distances. Yeah, nothing really close. Wow, look at this one on May 25th. Diameter 1,780 meters. That's huge. And that's going to be 13.5 lunar distance. But, man, I better have my telescope ready for that one. I can pick that one up for sure. All right, you can see the cosmic radiation is up 18%. So if you're flying around, you're getting blasted by a bunch of radiation because of the solar minimum. Our magnetic shields are really weak right now. So, all right, we'll get into that some other time. Let's see here. The earthquake warning is a 7.5 out of 10. I just want to kind of glance down through this. Wow, that was wow, look at that blast. What the heck is that? I've never seen it so, like a double blast that shot out the opposite way of Earth. That was a wicked looking one. That was off the charts. That's in the grays. So, yeah, glad that thing hit the other way. So, yeah, like there's the heliocentric model. It's showing that moving off. It takes a couple days for it to get to us. All right, just kind of look at that. Look at that. Not one sunspot at all. Not one sunspot. And believe me, I take my telescope and I check, man. When they got them, I can pick them up easy. No surface charging. Van Allen electron flux. Planetary K index. Yeah, it's a little bit funky there. Wow, the ionosphere is actually pretty low right now. Looking at the Schumann resonance. So it had a couple of weird spikes back on the, that's 3, 4. All right, I just want to take a look at that. So there was something right there. I need to dig into that a little more. All right, we're done with that. All right, here, where are we at? Forgot what I was doing. We're done with one more thing. We got to check. We got to check the northern and southern hemisphere for plasma. See if we got any kind of plasma events going. So let me get this over here on that. Yeah, man, there's hospitals, there's urgent cares, they're everywhere. They're on every block, man. Yeah, it's all in the green right now, so if it's buffering, it might be on your side right now. I know it was buffering there at first, but all right, let's see if we got any plasma in the northern hemisphere. We had some yesterday in the southern hemisphere. So not seeing any. This is the only satellite I know of the northern hemisphere. And if you got a good computer, good internet, man, you could zoom in here and see if there's actually ice here. You can change all the layers. I mean, this thing, for me, this is just a resource killer. Boy, you can really see the ship tracks down here. You know, I'm only loading up 12 images and they're 51 minutes apart. I mean, you can zoom in, you get crystal clear, but man, it just takes forever to load. Let's check out the southern hemisphere. Yeah, I got to watch out for them FEMA barges, prison boats and stuff. Look, we do got plasma and lightning down here in the southern hemisphere. We got to check the next threads first. I forgot to load that up. So, wow, yeah, we definitely got plasma going off down here in the southern hemisphere. A real bright patch right there. There's a X. There's a X plasma. X marks the spot. That's right there. There's a research centers right there. And there's a X of plasma right there. Look at that. I wonder if I can slow that. Let me slow it down. Just go a frame at a time. Yeah, there's the X. So I can't tell if that's the yeah, I need to really load this up and check that out a little closer. One time I left this, I tried to download the image file for this, like when the Paradise fires were going, and I left it running overnight, and it used my whole month's worth of bandwidth in one night. It was nuts. I was like, holy crap. That's why I don't use this thing too much, just because it's mega kilobytes for this thing. Megabytes. All right, let's get out of that so I don't use up no more of that. Let's jump into the next rads. And much love out there. Hope everybody out there is doing okay. I know this the last spraying operation they did really did some damage to a lot of people here in Missouri. A lot of people got the chest cold stuff, feeling like crap, no energy. And it all come from the aerosols, every bit of it. Whoa, that's a weird storm there. All right, I want to go over here. Let's check out the composite radars. Yeah, when you're on satellite internet, and there's only one satellite company that'll come out here, you know, it's definitely, that's how they get the off-grid people. You know, if you want to stream, that's why I can't really upload videos. I do as much as I can in 1 hour to try to get this information out, just because it's just so much money to do a video. That first video I uploaded, the interview with Jim Lee, it cost me $29 to upload one video. I was like, holy crap. So we got some severe thunderstorms still down. Oh, wait, no, that's just expired. But we do have them over here in Utah. That's where they're getting that mega rain, like 2 inches per hour. Let me get these watches and warnings off so I can see this thing a little better. military chaff off the coast of California, and also military NEXRADs going off in California. See how they have all the NEXRADs turned down up here? That's where the moisture, they want it to flow. If they'd crank these up and push the storm down, it's pretty crazy. If you really watch these things, when they want the moisture to go through, they turn them down, and then as they go by, they crank them up, and it pushes the storm off a little faster. They can keep them on a low buzz just to keep the storm, right on track. These definitely affect the weather. Let's go ahead. I forgot to load the whole 200 frames. All right, I bet we'll be able to pick out all the spraying operations here. And it didn't load the 200, it only loaded 24. All right, let's see what we can spot on this thing. Super heavy spraying down there in the Bajas and Mexico. Sticks out. Look right there in Kansas, right where the storms hit today. They sprayed right in front of it, and down here in Louisiana. That's who's getting the storms tomorrow too. Completely bombarded right there. Look at that aerosol going across, all the way across California, all the way across Nevada. One single big old fat liner. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on down here in Louisiana, see if we can spot that one a little better. Yeah, they only give you all the doctors is to hide the symptoms. They don't give you nothing really to fix you, unless you cut your arm half off, they'll sew you up. But other than that, it's a crapshoot. Wow, heavy aerosols there over Kansas, drifting right into Missouri. So heavy aerosols, Mississippi right now. We just need this thing to load a little better. So heavy aerosols right there over Oklahoma. This is what started the storms off. And right there in Kansas. Really, this whole cloud deck right here is man-made. Take a look at this one right here. This one single spray there in North Kansas. Look when it drifts over Missouri. It's a complete cloud. That thing's probably 50, 60 miles wide and 250, 300 miles long. One single trail. Look at all these down here in Mississippi. In fact, we're going to zoom in on that one even more. We'll zoom in on a couple of these. All right, we'll just give that a second to load. While that's loading, welcome in Vicky Rivera. Today's facts: Lead with Love, Lotus Blossom, Eagle Wings Ministry, Troy, Amy Holly, Kathy Richardson, Ira Snyder, Zen, Susan Donahue, Rhonda Long, Kinley, Spiritually Awakened, Super Dave, Fallout Shelter, Biggie Hart, Deb Bo, Lisa G, Super Day, Bamboo, Rhonda, Unexplained Skies, Nevada Geologist. Did you change your name, or has it always been Geologist? Cinder Loner, Bill, welcome in, Bill. Hey, thanks, sir. Indri Miguel. Thanks, sir, brother. 95% air. Vicky, Two Fried, Joe Bitcoin, Jan Penland, Q City Lady, Bia, Katie Kane, Not Me, and Crafted Word Ministries, Unexplained Skies, Paris is Calling, David Eli, Ira Dorsey, Deborah X, Kelly Davis, Elijah Cast. Welcome in, everybody. Much love out there, Lizette. I see some new names out there. Justin Marie, Hung Jury. Hey, brother. Debbie Moe, Don Morning. Anyway, guys, much love out there. Thanks, everybody out there that shares this information out and helps gets the word out, man. If it's getting really late, the time is short. And pretty soon it will be too late if it's not already. Yeah, so we're not even getting to get the full picture because there's so many aerosols right there over Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas. Yeah, so we're not even getting to get the Mississippi, Arkansas. Lizette, Elijah Cast. Welcome in, everybody. Much love out there, Lizette. I see some new names out there.